Hey everyone, Trixie here. By the way, new mic. Uh, hey, so this stream might not actually work at all, and I may have to delete it and do it another day. Um, if this doesn't work out in the next, like, 50 minutes. Um, the disk has been powering itself off, the external, for, like, the past 2 weeks. And that has a good chunk of my life on there. So if I lose that, I off myself basically. So I'm gonna have to go get a replacement probably. If I'm gonna check the health tonight, but given that TS is taking 35 years to boot and it just crashed, uh if we can't get into the menu in about 10 minutes, then we have to I have to unplug the disk and not use it until I can get a new thing and then spend probably 48 hours transferring all the data over. Um, so if you want better UK I have stuff from I actually do have stuff from Armstrong Powerhouse, but I only have a couple things. Some of the British stuff doesn't interest me. I have their Class 91 pack, the Class 20 sound pack, the Class 50, the HST Valenta pack. I think Sky and Weather's the latest thing I got, and maybe I got one other thing. I think, oh, the 66 enhancement pack. Everything else is so uninteresting to me. Alright, so TS may start, it may not. It's been having a really big problem of not starting correctly. It acts like it's in full screen mode when it's not, because I set it to borderless window. It it acts. Something's wrong with the disk. That's all I can say. Something is going wrong with the disk because it's not running at the speeds it should be, and TS gives this disk a workout every single time it boots up. Every time I click the drive button in the menu, and every single time that I click, I start the game up and it does the syncing with Steam Workshop, it works this external drive to death. TS will kill, eventually, every single hard drive that it's on. Yeah, well, I mean, this is what happens when you let the British make a train sim. The reason MSTS didn't come out so terrible is that while the British were working on it, we also had Americans working on it. I'm just gonna get my little bit of venom towards the British out in the beginning of the stream. So today we're reviewing Reppo's EMD SW1. His last product that came out, I think, was one of his worst, which is the Jeep 60M. Bad sounds and just I mean, it kind of performs okay, and it kind of does what it needs, but like, it didn't even. The manual was the most bare bones manual I've ever seen in TS history. Like, DTMs are better. Even the worst DTM manuals give me every single thing I need to know. Reppo's was like, yeah, here's the basic controls. Good fucking luck. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's strange. Like I'm working on a mod to try and replace the sounds of Travel by Train's SD60. I know people think Travel by Train is shit, but I think he's actually a little bit better than DTM in some ways. Because he prices his stuff how much it's actually worth instead of putting it all on Steam for $20. Okay, we actually are in. We may have a shot this time. I have to check OBS really quick. Is it? Okay. So, you guys aren't going to see anything for about a minute. I have to let this menu render, because if I Alt-Tab out of this while it's doing this, we may not get to experience this DLC today. I have to leave here at 1:30. to go to work. So I don't have a ton of time. I for those who are wondering, I normally did day shift. That's not happening anymore. I have a day shift on every other Sunday, and the rest of the time I swapped over to night shift finally, and it is so much better for me. I'm a night owl. So it's perfectly fine for me to get home at midnight and then just conk out 3 hours later. You know, and plus, I don't know. I'm better at doing outbound, finding containers and bringing them up. I'm faster at that than finding a chassis, bringing it up to the box, and then fucking around for 30 years to find a parking space. The only thing I don't like about chassis is that because they're so lightweight, when you're backing up really quickly, they fishtail a lot. All right, so we're gonna experience this. We're not gonna go through every scenario. We're actually gonna start primarily. I know Sean normally does like his own free roam and everything, and then just kind of starts there. We're gonna start with one of the scenarios, which actually has cold and dark in it, in an area I'm extremely familiar with, West Springfield, Massachusetts. Um, and we are doing a yard operation in West Springfield, which hasn't really been done before. It's weird. It hasn't been. God, I love this shitpost screenshot. To those of you who get the chance to do these fictional things, please put more American shit on British routes. I'm debuting as a VTuber pretty soon and streaming Train Simulator as well. Oh, so I won't be the only one. Uh, what? Are you going? Are you solo or are you part of an organization? Because the Japanese characters, is it kanji? That's afterwards. I can't translate. Oh, Nick, you're gonna bring your own module? Okay. Uh, I'm curious. I'm curious where it's gonna be on the. There's a chance that if you're there on Thursday or Friday, I might stop by with Casey for like an hour to help set up before I fuck off to work. So I might be able to see it. So I'm independent. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, the more people they're getting into streaming train sims, because I was really the only one for a long time, and then I think, is it Midkits? I think started doing it, and there's someone in Japan that's another person that I know. Well, they played at least one train game. I don't think they played a lot. I have a separate channel for it. If I'm ever free and not working, I can always give it a look if you have a name for it. It's weird. I own the cab for it. I've owned it for years and I've not once run it. It's so weird. Why have I not? Did you want a URL for it? Yeah. It shouldn't censor it on YouTube. It shouldn't censor the link. Oh, here we go. Shut down lever state run position. All right, here we go. Our SW1 was shut down overnight, so we first need to start the locomotive. Remember to allow time for the air brake reservoir to reach full pressure and to release the handbrake before starting our switching movements. So, oh yeah, I can tell by the frame rate. Yeah, this is definitely the disk having issues. So here is our SW1, and we're at West Springfield, which should, let's see how he's done. Let's see how they've done the yard. So I assume we're just not doing stuff with truck trailers. Why did you put hoppers by the truck ramp? Oh, they're on another track. Okay. Well, we've got our work cut out for us, so I will now pull up the manual. Stream capture's on the wrong thing. Yes, it is. That's what I need to fix. It should do it now, but it also may not. It's not certain that it will work. I, I, okay, so let me pull up the manual on another tab because apparently this thing is not going in windowed mode, and that's a big fucking issue. Because it means every time I have to Alt-Tab, I have to shoot myself in the foot. You know what? Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to pull up the manual on my phone. Because I'm a fucking whore. Hold on. Let me find this. And I'll scrutinize what his manual looks like. Reppo, you've got a lot to live up to after your last DLC, so let's hope this one works out well. Review the manual. There we go. One person already showed. Of course, Schnazapow already owns it before me. Thank you, Sean. Beating me to the fucking punch again. Wait, no, I actually. Hey, this actually looks kind of like a nice manual. Gives a little history, tells us the 4 liveries that we're getting. Keys, headlight, bell, sander, engine start. Oh, that's the easy mode. Train brake, engine brake. Instrument light, fuel pump, shutdown key, control switch, and generator field. There's no short horn, though. Huh. Where's number 4? Engine start? Why is that the engine? Is that really where the engine start is? Really? Shutdown lever is moved to the run position. Where's the shutdown lever? Can you guys see everything now? Kunai Bletchley. I'll give you a look. Alright, where is the engine shutdown switch? Let's find that. This lever is located above the controller and its purpose is to stop the diesel engine. It's above the cab controls? Okay, so that would mean it's up here. We have to work on the industrial branch of both the power plant and the exposition grounds. Oh, lovely! We get to work the power plant, honey. Okay, does he actually show it? Control switch, engine start, cab. Shutdown lever. Okay, so that is that. So we need to move, from what I could tell, this. That's engine lever stop. We need it in... It needs to be set to run before we can start it, right? Yes, so it needs to be set to run, which it was. And then we need to activate these. So we need... No, we don't need these. We need to activate the ones down here, off to the side. We need control. To energize the engine starting, reversing, and S contactor circuits, and through the generator field button to the P contactor transition and field circuits. Why does this feel like Reppo researched this? What the fuck happened with the Jeep 60 then? Run on the fuel pump switch to get pressure. That's fine. And now we automatically, we're going to start the engine. Switch is closed only when engine is being started. Ooh! Once the engine is running, the air compressor will charge the main reservoir, wait until 130 psi, we knew about that. And then we just do the rest of it. And then shut down as you move the lever to stop. Locomotive in initial cold and dark state have their handbrake applied. So press the go... Okay, that should be off then. F3 HUD, just to make sure we have everything, just so I know where we're going. There's the instrument lights. What do we have here? Number lights. Fully functional. Let's check headlights. Still kind of got that little flare to it, but it's not terrible. And we are a switcher, so we're going to have both illuminated. Cab light at least works. Okay. Oh, it's still got that audio issue. That's my fuck up. Oh, by the way, I looked in the sound files. There's no start file for the horn. There's just a loop and an end. There's no start. I don't know. This isn't. I don't know how. My first transition scene will be a full start to end run of the Portsmouth direct line. I'll give it a. I don't know what times you have or what time zone you're at. I'm Eastern Standard Time, but if I can, I'll catch it. And if not, I'll watch the playback. I don't know if I'll be able to watch the entire thing, but alright, so now we are gonna start moving. Because we're at full brake pressure. Yes, we are. Now, one thing to note, I just talked with Woody about this. The original SW1s, before retrofit, are not MU compatible, so you can't have two together, because you have to have two engineers for it. The other thing, these do not have notched throttles, apparently. They actually have notchless ones. And this has notches. Why'd that take off so fast? I know it's a switcher, but that seemed a little too quick. Where's my destination? Right here? Oh, I have to couple those. Okay. Good. Okay, so I do have to couple to those. Yeah, this frame rate is definitely because I've run this route before with other trains. It's either because of the number of cars, which it shouldn't be, or it's very likely the fact that the disk is struggling. I'm GMT and the stream will start 11 a.m. GMT. Okay. Normally I don't really allow advertisement of other streams, but considering you're a train sim streamer, I kind of am willing to accept it. Well, with the exception of friends, because, you know, they've known me longer. Okay, easy couple. Coupled, push back to West Springfield Yard, eastbound, receiving 12 with the heading clear. Proceed to the West Springfield Industrial Bridge. Oh, we actually get to use that for the first time. The amps are... I don't know. It seems like a fun little engine so far. Is the bell animated, though? It is! Alright, honey. What's your sound? Also, the other thing, now that I have an SW1, I can actually make Pan Am Railways 007! I think she even has the... I can't remember if she has the old headlight config or not. Oh, wait, no, there's four versions of this unit, so I can use a different version to be whatever Pan Am's is. Cause, well, this is New York Central. But the headlight changed, I think, on her. I can't remember if she's got a single bulb on the front or not. Right, we have a light to shove. Actually, no, we fucking... Do we? 12 cars for the power plant. Oh, so we are dropping the hoppers there. Okay. We'll be driving the class 411, 4CEP, 450, or the 444 Desire. Hey, Big John. This should be picking up for everyone, right? Yes. Also, I should really quickly in a moment go in and disable the whole thing of the Twitch comments appearing above my head, because I turned that on like a fucking idiot. I am praying I didn't just fuck myself. Did I not? Am I going the right way? As far as I know, yes I am. Okay. And then the industrial branch right there, because that crosses over the highway. That is the one that crossed over the highway, right? Yes, it is. Okay. You can tell by the way these freaking consists are named who made this scenario. Actually, I should look through more of the manual while we're backing up. Review this better. So these things were around, I can't remember the exact day. I'll give a little bit of info on these while we're backing up. The AMD SW1 is a 600 horsepower diesel electric switcher built by General Motors Electric Motive Corporation, later the division, between December 1938 and November 1953. Quite a long time. Final assembly was at EMD's plant in LaGrange, Illinois. SW1 was a second generation 3,402 cubic inch switcher from EMD, succeeding the cast frame, which is SC, with the SW, the welded frames. Most significant change from those earlier models was the use of an engine of EMD's own design, the then new 567 engine. This is a 6-cylinder version, here in the 600 horsepower V6 form. 661 locomotives were built with a gap in production between March 1943 and September 1945 due to us committing war crimes and fighting World War II. The SW1 was the start of a long line of SW series switchers produced by EMD. It was complemented by the SW7 in 1949. I love that fucker. And I'm going to stop because that's where I was supposed to stop. I want to see if the brakes do their thing, though. I want to coast. Do it? Okay, so it behaves like the E33. I just wanted to see if when you do this, it'll let you do its thing. And okay. Okay, braking feels alright. SW1 production ceased November 1953 with his replacement, the equally powerful SW600, starting production in February 1954. You get a Burlington Northern, B&O, and Western Pacific versions, and this New York Central in this thing. The routes that these are supported for are the B&O Mountain Sub, Marias Pass, Boston and Albany, and the Feather River Canyon Enhanced. I almost threw up saying that. Operating via the West Springfield Industrial Branch proceeded to Springfield Power Plant Yard 2, where we were temporarily off the contest. Okay, that's for us. And then I need to ensure we're lined and locked, which we are on Yard 2. We are, okay. It has lap brakes, but it does kind of feel like things are working. Wait, this is the headlight controller, right? Isn't it? I thought it was. Actually, let me look through the menu. There is in Springfield, then where is the Simpsons? Ah! Well, see, that's the interesting thing. Well, some people, my partner and I have talked about this. Well, we think it might be Springfield, Massachusetts. I believe the consensus overall is that it's Springfield, Illinois. Wait, what the hell is number 9? The water shutter? But I don't even think that does anything. It's not listed in the manual. Why'd you put notches on this Reppo if it's not supposed to? I wonder if there's a way for me to undo that. To, like, remove the notches. Oh, there's my headlight control. There we go. That's for whichever one's brightest. Because you'll see we have light casting right there, but if I drag this back, you'll notice now I don't have shit. You'll see I have very low, a couple more notches. Now we're on full. So we're going to bring it back 1 notch. There were references to Massachusetts. So yeah, I know. Oh, Oregon, right? No, there were references to Massachusetts. We've had this. Yes. Have you seen the AP's class 378 EP? Is the 378 the capital star? No. Some of the British EMUs, if I lived there and was born there, I'd probably have more appreciation for. Oh, I should mention that when you buy this, if you have any of those routes, there are... I didn't look through it, but it did say there was a preload folder, so there should be some quick drive consists available for this. But I have not reviewed them. Which is good on Reppo for doing, considering this doesn't come with any freight cars. Overall, I think you're getting more bang for your buck with this than the Jeep 60, and I love Jeep 60Ms. It's like a miniature Ace. But it's not. You know, we should cross a highway, well, not a highway soon, a road. And if you want to be in Discord for this, I can actually do that. If only someone made modules for West Springfield for the Jan show. Yeah. West Springfield don't look like this anymore. No, and it's weird because where the West lot is, where we store our chassis, nowadays, is where this turntable was. It's so weird parking chassis in a place that used to be a roundhouse and turntable. Oh wait, this used to be elevated. It's not now. Now it's an actual crossing. Got her in service. We don't have dynamics. Lap. Holding. Running. Okay. Alright, let's see how it does now that it's a little slower, because I want to go through the notches. One locomotive I don't like is the HHP8. Too much wheel slip. That was unfortunately their down. Oh wait, it does only have 5 notches. Okay, so Reppo was right about that. There is no notch 8 never late in an SW1. This will be fun to add to, well, I don't know if she ever left Waterville, but you could put this on Portland Terminal if there was a Pan Am reskin for Pan Am Railways 007. That's a real number, by the way. It is actually 007 on the number boards. Alright, now I need to stop. So we're going to do running, holding, leave her in service for a bit, drop my pressure enough, leave it in lap, and bring it to kind of a stop. And then because we're going forwards, full brightness. To cop a power plant and runner on the rear and make a runaround move via West Springfield Retail and Manufacturing 2. Alco S Middletown and Hummelstown 151 Alco S6. I'm not. I know of an S6. I think that's the one that's in Back to the Future 3, but I don't know of Middletown and Hummelstown. This thing does take off like a little bit of a rocket, but I don't know if that's prototypical or not. There's the famous power plant. I want to watch the headlights. Okay. Yeah, stop lining me that way. We're going this way. And as our switches set, they will be now. What's your opinion on it, hun? So it does have a cold and dark, but it's not that much. Troubleshooting, engine does not start. Check handbook, scenario description. So each, it looks like there's one scenario for each. Marias Pass is the Columbia Falls switcher. That sounds interesting. And you work a little bit of Kalispell. Mountain Sub has you doing stuff in Piedmont, in West Virginia. Pick up the Western Maryland, West Virginia. That's 40-minute scenario. So you have a 50-minute, a 40-minute. Feather River. You're doing Oroville Yard stuff to do a Southern Pacific interchange with a single unit. Oh, it does want me to go farther back. Okay. Now, does this... This shouldn't do a burnout, right? No, it shouldn't. Okay, so it is working, right? You know, it's interesting you say that, honey. Bell Loop sounds familiar somewhere else. I can't land it. Have you ever done a Northeast Corridor run? I think in TSW. In TSC on a live stream? No, actually. Only my raw recording of the E60 review before I went to work, where I didn't finish the whole scenario because I kept getting tripped by the alerter. But it's interesting you say that about the Bell, honey, because the Bell's main sound file is called Bell_2. But there's no other Bell file, so maybe he got it off another thing? Do I really have to back up farther? Oh, no, never mind. No, I had to wait. Coupled to the front end logo of the west end of the cut we earlier spotted at... Okay, it's called the runaround. Thank you. Fucking groundbreaking technology here. Also, great to mention that DokiBrook streamed this game and Train Sim World 4. When the fuck did she do that? No offense to Doki or some other VTubers, but as my sweetheart and I know, VTubers tend to have this thing, not saying you're one of them, but VTubers tend to have this weird thing where simulator games, they kind of, how do I put this politely, really suck at them and are not great at following instructions. So if they pulled it off, great, but I don't know, it's interesting. Then again, Cyanide from Soviet Womble stuff played Train Sim World and said it was fun. Alright, now we're gonna shove into retail and menu. That's not what it's fucking called. Reverse clear of the switch move to... Wait a sec. Are you Wait, hold on. I see what we're doing. Okay. No, I get it. I get it. The glazing on the windows could be a little bit better. It's like too greenish for me. But, I think it's a solid unit from what I'm running. I believe the textures are 4K because it said the texture file was 22, DokiBird streamed it in June 2024. Also, unless you're going around in circles all day, don't buy Glasgow Subway. Yeah, I've heard mixed things about it. The bell is clipping on my end. At least at that angle. Hey BC Rail, welcome to the stream. I kind of wish there was a little trail off where the bell would kind of lightly jingle before like coming to a stop, like IRL. Alright, running, holding, lap, service, get her down to service. Lap. And then I'll throw the turnout. There we go. Okay, I have to couple. And it's using lap brakes. What fun. I love lap brakes, don't I, honey? Yeah, the thing about the HHP8, it's too much wheel slip, but I was on a train that was pulled by one at one point. They were beautiful engines, and I think absolutely engineering genius. They just needed better adhesion, and I think they would have absolutely still been, you know, running to this day. Nowadays, the same shit is done by Jeep 4-2. If CS6 load SW1 from Chessie, it would be cool to see it perm at West Springfield. Oh, did you hear about the SW1 that got moved the other day? It's going up to, I think, Moosehead Lake in Belfast in Maine. It just got moved across the BNA by CSX. So there was a weird moment in time. There's a photograph of it. I think I posted on my server. For those who don't know, on the CSX Boston sub and CSX Berkshire sub, of a weird photo of a New York Central SW1 attached to a CSX YN2 4400 CW, and it's glorious. Yeah, same shit's done by G4 now. Yep, it really is. Yeah, it was with one of these. Yeah, so now even though I have the wrong trackage, I can be stupid and recreate it. Oh, by the way, does the mic sound... Oh, whoops, turned off. Does the mic sound good? Because I now have a new mic, thanks to a little bit of... I got a little bit of money for Christmas, so I used it for this. I now have a HyperX Quadcast. The idea behind this... This is going to be the new ASMR mic. So, I haven't tested yet. I have been writing a new ASMR script, but I don't know what to do with it yet. It's gonna have kind of the same gist as the last one I did, but the theming around it will be different. Okay, can I do this without fucking up? Because I know how to do this. I've basically done this shit before. Lap, holding, running, release. Get her down to 3. Running, release. Alright, and hold. Good. And then don't keep shoving. Drop off fiber box cars at manufacture. Okay, we're just doing it's called shunting. Switching. I don't mind it called shunting, but yeah, I have to cut off the 5. Yeah, cut off right here, right? Is not it? Cut off the 5 rear box cars. Yeah, so right here. Not as scratchy. I do have another thing. I was gonna try and do like if anyone's seen ASMR streams with like a 3DO mic, I was gonna use the Yeti Nano that I had before as like a phantom touches, kind of like for tingles and stuff. That's gonna be a problem because with the way NVIDIA broadcast works, because it does noise suppression, because apparently we haven't figured out fucking noise suppression in 2024 properly. The problem is that with noise suppression all the way on, it will only pick up my voice. Running my fingers across the fuzzy part of the mic, it won't pick up. But if I remove noise suppression, it will pick up a C5 Galaxy outside my fucking apartment that's a mile high in the sky. So, simply put, if I had that mic sitting on my desk without noise suppression, the average mic, you'd be able to hear certain things. I would not be able to do raunchy shit in I would not be able to do raunchy shit on my bed on the other side of my fucking apartment without this son of a bitch picking it up at like medium volume. I don't know why. I need to mess with it more. There's like filters that I can do for OBS that kind of suppress it, and I'm gonna try and mix those with. What I'm gonna try to do is actually mix those with the NVIDIA broadcast things. NVIDIA broadcast might also be the reason why my sound is fucked. Like, why in the cab, if I turn this way, it's fucked like this. Because according to my sweetheart, Casey, the same problem happens in Railroader now. The only reason I had NVIDIA broadcast was because I knew that this new mic was going to be weird for muting things, and I needed a way to make sound better for ASMR. And I just kept using NVIDIA broadcast this whole time, and while it's been great, I think maybe I should disable it for streams. There's just a chance you'll hear more stuff. You're kidding. You must have imagined how worse it was with the older engines on the C5s. Oh, I remember the old whoop sounds. Well, I don't know if it'll pick up that loud, but it's really a thing where, like, if I'm talking about lewd shit on my bed, I can watch the little mic thing pick up audio from here. I know mics can pick up a distance away. That's the whole reason of it being a fucking microphone. But noise suppression should be a slider between how far away it is. It shouldn't be that if I move it back one thing, it can still fucking hear me across the room. It should be when the slider's most of the way down, then it can hear me. I don't know entirely how noise suppression works as a whole. I'm not an audio engineer, so there may be shit here where I'm just talking out of my ass and I genuinely do not know what I'm talking about. And if that's true, someone could correct me in the comments about it, because seriously, if there's stuff to this that I'm not getting, a 3DO mic I do want to get. That would solve all my problems. That's $400 though. If I ever did a throne thing, I would add it to the throne list if people wanted to fund it. But I don't have a big enough following for that, so. This mic is also RGB. There was one without it, but this one I think had an additional. The other thing is that I don't have to press like an actual button on this one to turn it off. I can just, well, not to turn it off, but to mute it. I just tap on the top of it. It's touch sensitive. There's like 37 more tasks in this list, isn't there? Can I get it done before I have to go to work? I'm not sure. The old engines are something for my child. I got used to them, and man, you know, when a C5 is coming, same like the 7SDL60 and the AC44. That, when I lived around where I live now, during kind of like 2002, I think it was. Because it was after 9/11, because Westover was ramping up more. I'm like, it's like 7 p.m. I'm like a kid in first or second grade trying to go to sleep. And hearing those sons of bitches wind up all fucking night. Man, you came to know that old sound from, I can't remember what turbofan engines they had. Okay, I need to uncouple the 5 rear boxes. Okay. Return to the power spur. Okay. Acela or TGV, they almost look the same. Take your pick. Acela. Patriot through and through. Hold on, I gotta go see if Sniper Pillows uploaded his video yet. I may have beaten him to the punch. Okay, there we go. Acela's General Electric TF39C. They now have GE F125Cs. Oh, okay. Yeah, Acela or TGV, definitely the Acela. Now, I got to see, in 2012, I had to go overseas for the first time, and we stopped in, we had a connecting flight in Switzerland, but JFK was so fucked up that we missed our flight, so we stayed in Switzerland for a couple hours. We took the train into Zurich, from Zurich Airport. And while my folks are on a phone trying to set up traveler's checks and all that shit, I turn around, and what is sitting on one of the middle platforms? A fucking TGV Atlantique. Not the duplex, the original silver one. Just fucking sitting there in Zurich. My mother has a... Wolf Mom has a picture somewhere of, Wolf Mama has a... Sorry. Wolf Mom is me. Wolf Mom has, a picture of me standing near it from long ago. God, that was before my transition, though. That was 17,000 years ago. Drop off the 4 tank cars at power... Okay. So I need to go through. Drop off them at the oil in at the power plant. Okay. Make sure my switches are set. Are we aligned and locked? We are aligned and locked. That horn needs to be fixed, though, a little bit. Nice area, that's cool. If you ever drive a US train, it'll probably be on the NEC with the sellers or TGV, if I ever drive one, or the TGV duplex. If you mean if you ever stream it, yeah. The best TGV that I found, the one that Dovetail was selling on Steam that got pulled because it was so fucked up, and it took them 5 years to address it, and they pulled it from sale, and they fucked everyone. It's actually the biggest controversy Dovetail's ever had. But the best TGV I found for Train Sim Classic is on Just Trains. It's the Atlantic High Speed route. That has like the most comprehensive startup TGV in my opinion. I really should stream it at some point. So, I'm not sure if I will enact a stream schedule yet. I'm still working on getting my mental health under control, and I want to kind of get more into this schedule. But here's how the gist is going to basically be. With the exception of every third Saturday, I might try to stream each Saturday, and possibly every other Sunday that I have off. But weekdays are going to be a thing where if I'm up early, I might do an hour-long stream. Otherwise, I won't. Other than that, TGVs are really cool. I've never seen a duplex, and I've never seen the I think it's like the PSE, whatever the orange scheme is. Never got to see that. Only ever saw the Atlantique, and I've never seen one moving. The TGVs and the Eurostar, which is basically the British TGV, I fucking love those things. The TGV we have in Train Sim World, which is a duplex, is a pretty interesting thing to run. To think that we stood here, honey, like a year or two ago, and... No, it was like a year and a half ago that we stood here and stood right where this fence was and saw an 80-tonner. Wow. That building is still there, for those who are wondering, but it's been reformed a little. This is the oil in spur, right? Did my switch fuck me? No, it didn't. We have a grade to climb. Now I have to be very careful, because if I fuck this up, we're dead. That's the spur right there, isn't it? Right. I should look at where we are. Are we in the right... Yeah, we're about the right spot. We can actually, like, examine this thing in its beauty. want to clear the crossing so that we don't have road traffic. Stop there, and then we drop them off at the 3 loaded coal hoppers. That's it? Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. And said 80 ton is running in Newport and Narragansett Bay now. Yep. I'm glad that Casey and I caught it when it was leaving on CSX. That was really cool. It's on his channel. I haven't uploaded my version of it because I'm a fucking idiot. But we caught it at Westfield when they recrewed with 425. And as they were pulling up and just clearing the crossing and heading towards the bridge, the Lakeshore Limited came through the other way. So it was a beautiful, beautiful shot that we got. Spot 3 cloded lull hoppers. I'm not sure what to say about the sounds overall, but I think they're all right. I really need to redo Boston and Albany to have the proper sky and weather pack. I don't think I set it up to do that. I should, because this looks terrible. This looks mega balls. Someday I want to see them flying the orange scheme. I forgot it's the French name, but in America it's called Flying Orange. Oh, is it? Okay. This particular track to the coal unloading thing is still there. This power plant was converted to, I think it was gas or something, like, in the past decade, if not a little bit longer than that. It ran coal for a while. It's shut down now, and I think it's like office space, but the tracks are all still there. The last 2 pieces of rolling stock to leave were the 80-tonner, and I think it was a New York Central flat car. I can't fuck this up. Which was all last year. Yep. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna unhook from those. We're gonna do, because they're all loaded right now, so you gotta set handbrakes on. Okay. I bet we're picking up the empty hoppers. Now I can get a better look at the thing. I haven't heard his signature flange squeal thing when I roll to a stop. That, the local. Yes, it is. The drifter from Hours. Happy New Year. Other times were Valley Flyer, and first time I caught on Vermonter. That's right. Where do they want me? Way back there. Okay. I think it's a neat little product. Honestly, if you're into industrial switching and you just want a little switcher with plenty of reskin opportunities, I mean, I'd say wait for it to go like at least 20% on sale. But honestly, this feels better, at least just in running, than the Jeep 60. The Jeep 60, I don't know if it really felt jackrabbitish, but the sounds really dragged it down for me, and just the weird, like, the way the fuel pump breaker, that's not the one in the in the actual fuse cabinet, the little one by your knee, like, somehow shuts down the whole engine, which I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do. I'm fucking sorry. Excuse me. Perish. That is not where you told me to go a second ago. That marker showed the other way. Because I have to go back that way. You told me go backwards, which I had to do regardless, which I did do. So don't fucking at me that this is my fault. Being 130 3 times though in 1 year is fucking pretty cool. I think apparently my idea of 145 and 108 in Lakeshore came true. They're both on 448? Oh, really? I actually had a cool thing. So, Casey came up last week to visit me. His train had 130. I do this little thing sometimes where when he goes home now, I take the train with him. About halfway. And I get off, and I take the very nowadays I wait only 15 minutes, and take the last train of the night on Amtrak back north. What is my fucking power? 130. The only engine we've been trying really hard to find, for our own specific reasons, that we have planned that we haven't revealed yet, for a series and other things we're working on. C.836, which is CTRL 6702. Now, 6702 brought Casey home once back in beginning of November. And it's kind of become like our P40. But I haven't seen it since. Yep, we are taking these, and then we're going to take them back to the yard, aren't we? No, we have to do another 17 fucking things. I don't know if I'm going to have time. I have to leave, and I have to get ready to leave in like 45 minutes. Alright, well, the Indy works well. Why did it not connect? There we go. back there. Oh yeah, because the Biggie used to have sidings for things, and they don't anymore. Recommended section brought me here. Hello. Hey, not telling. Welcome aboard. How the... I'm wondering where the hell my video's broadcasting to that it's winding up in people's recommendeds. What were you watching before that it somehow recommended me? I'm curious. It doesn't want me to pick up more hopper cars, does it? Couple cut of 12 cars to there at the power plant. Drop off 17 car consist there. Stop at the power plant lead. Couple of 4 box cars at the exposition grounds. And then... Oh, okay. I see what we're doing. Hopefully in January I'll end up working my module or something. Yeah, I just actually set it up with my boss. So normally I get every other Sunday off. So normally I would have the 19th off, and I would actually be working the 26th. I'm going to do 2 Sundays in a row and have both days off for the trade show. So you'll see me there the whole time, and I have new outfits. Thanks to my folks and thanks to my sweetheart. Well, I have new boots thanks to my sweetheart. 2 pairs, actually. Motherfucker went all out for me. Because I'm his fucking princess. Case in point. So... I do wonder what I'll wear. And now that my night shift thing works and I'm off Saturdays, I can now do the BMRS thing. So there'll be a lot more footage of me running at Booth Memorial Railway Society now. Right, I've got it in lap. Keep it in service. Lap. That should be enough pressure, right? Where did we reduce it to? About... Okay. Yeah, we'll let that go. Oh yeah, a close friend from Discord to join the club who is just as in New Haven as you and KCR, and he's going to be bringing his own stuff he's recently bought. Good! Also, you should recommend your stuff to anyone who watches train stuff because it's how I discovered it. Oh, okay. I wasn't watching anything, I just opened the app. Oh, wow! That's a surprise. I guess it's because there's not many other people streaming train stuff. I think on YouTube I have competition for other people that are streaming train sims, but I believe on Twitch I'm like the only one. Because a lot of people they found that were doing this stuff were only doing it on YouTube. To my knowledge. I met up in Marlborough but knew him long before then. Oh, okay. Stop at the power plant spur for 80 years. Okay. Couple of 12 cut of cars to the front of... Okay. I have new nail polish and oh, eyeshadow, that's right, just picked it up the other day. I'll be streaming Train Simulator after I debut. Yep, so that'll be 2 people now. It'll be Yui and me. Any particular fucking reason why the amps aren't applying? Let's leave it in emergency for a second and let it recharge. I bet Reppo did that thing in the blueprint where a break application prevents amps or something, which is terrible. I don't think I hit any of the keybinds that disable, like, breakers or anything, so... Hang on, something's up. Because it should be moving. I don't have handbrakes on. I gotta pull up the manual again. Yeah, credits. Ricardo Rivera. Rolling stock models, audio implementation, setup and scripting. Gary Dozel, scenario creation. October 2024 is when the manual is written. The generator field switch is turned on. It should still be. Why was it off? What keybind was that? I was worried that it might be that. No, I need a couple to this one. Whoop. PC being, all I'm going to say is when I work on my module, the best and accurate possible version of EDSP sitting there doing nothing when working PCA like it does, sometimes waiting for other traffic. PCA being Mount Tom Box Company, for those who don't know, is its old name before they left their own place and truck only as well. They primarily produce paper and cardboard products, so yeah. Packaging piece. I'm trying to remember what the actual fucking PCA stands for. Package something associated. Fuck, I've only met Packaging Company of America, I think it is. Okay, we're in holding. We're gonna put her in service. Back off a bit. And then release. And we should couple just fine. And I'm gonna put it back to lap. And service. We'll make a pickup at Exposition Grounds. Okay. Hello, Trixie. Me as Kuna. Yeah, you as Kuna. Yep. So it'll probably be you and me being the only two people doing Train Sim Classic streams on a regular basis. I did just pick up Slay the Princess, so I'm interested in that. I watched a little bit of it. I think Porcelain Maid streamed a bit of it, and I watched his like highlights video of it. But everyone went for the other ending, so if we should save the princess. I don't know. I'm gonna play Slay the Princess probably. Park Beyond, because my partner hates that game, I'm gonna play. What else? I think I need to get back into Jet Dago 2. I need to practice that. Maybe potentially, I don't know. I have a lot of ideas for streams, provided. And then, let's see, I have to get this year's BMRS video out. I have to get out both years of Trains at Twilight, 2023 and 2024. I haven't gotten either of those out. This year's train show footage, I have to get that out, probably next week, if I can. The two trains at Twilight things, BMRS's footage. Yeah, that should be it. And then the only other things I might do is ASMR. I might get more into it. I have one script idea that I'm already working on, and another one in concept, which didn't start as a script idea. It was just a cute headcanon for me, but I might make it a script idea. There was like I think it was a Yandere script that I was looking at like a year ago. I did a rough draft of, but I since scrapped it because I couldn't pull it off, I don't think. Not with my current emotional state, so that one I think is in the dumpster. But I'm looking for those scripts. Do you have a rel driver? Yes, I do, but I don't actually use it for TS because I haven't done the MacroWorks setup yet. So I have a rel driver, but I've only really used it for Run 8. I haven't even really used it for TSW even. I should use it for TS, I just never have. I got my model for 10 pounds on Etsy and I really love it. You got yours on Etsy. That's where this is from, actually. Two of my models, both my 2D models are from Etsy. My singular 3D model is a Vroid one, which is the singular free model ever made by Hostile Buffalo. Every other model she makes, she showcases on the Vroid hub, but none of them are for download, which kind of made me question why the fuck are you working on these, just to show off. But, yeah. I think the most they've paid for a model has been less than 20 bucks. Maybe slightly more, but that's it. Because everyone's like, oh, it always gets me when those people are talking about, like, I think there's a girl DM's like, I dropped like $6 grand on a model. I'm like, who? $6 grand? I don't even have $6 grand in my bank accounts. What the fuck? Who just has that kind of money? That's a car payment. That's a down payment on a car. For one model, $6,000. Fuck you. Some of these, yeah, Etsy Model King, rise up, absolutely. Who's the artist for yours on Etsy? Because mine is... It's actually in the... Actually, the links for my models should be in the description of this live stream. I credited all of them there. Okay, now I have to do... I was not supposed to go that far back, was I? No, I was not. I was supposed to stop there. Why is the gen pill popping out? Starfly Studio. You know what? Let me... Is that what your profile picture is? Actually, you know what? Let me go look up your model. Or your channel name. Before you do you... What day is the debut, exactly? You told me the time, but I don't know the exact day. Or is that still up in the air? I actually have to go scroll back up and find your channel name in my chat. When I look, there we go. Oh, that's gonna alt tab. Fuck me. Okay, let's put that in my search bar, and your channel comes up. Oh, I've seen this. There you go. Now you have a sub. Yeah, I recognize your model. I think. think anyways. TS is paused, isn't it? Okay. Expect for this upcoming Wednesday. Might be able to catch it before work. Oh, what is 11 GMT? What is this? 11 a.m. GMT. What does that say? 11 a.m. Green message to 6 a.m. Thursday Eastern Time. Let's see. I get home around midnight, and if I conk out about an hour afterwards, because it takes me an hour or two to unwind and clean myself up, I might be awake for it. Possibly. You're running the whole line, so it's going to be at least an hour or two, so. The fucking trade. Right here. Off the... Where's the... Why did my track disappear? Oh wait, I needed to go further, didn't I? No, that's emergency, you dits. Yeah, he has that stupid blueprint thing of don't apply traction. I'm getting OBS on Saturday. Do you plan to stream to just YouTube or Twitch as well? Because the way I actually do this, I'm actually streaming to 2 platforms. It's Trixie on here and Trixie Wolf on Twitch. I use a thing called Restream for free. Tourist 30 minutes, London, Waterloo, Portsmouth Harbor. Yeah. I sometimes wake up. I might catch you towards the end of it. But cool. If that's your debut stream, awesome. I'll probably put, if I can remember to, I'll list your stream in my community streams thing whenever I can catch it. Unless you're already part of my server, I'm not sure you are. Is this thing going to demand that the engine sits right on top of the blue? Because that's really stupid, because we'd be blocking a crossing. I'm going to stop here. US PC said Packaging Corporation of America. Close. Okay. Reposted because it got buried and I wasn't sure if you saw it. No, I had actually missed that, but thank you. Packaging Corporation of America. Drop off 17 car don't fuck with me on this. Don't make me... So you want me to block the crossing, asshole? That's what you want me to do? Block the crossing? No. No, that's dumb. As Martin Luther King once said, that's fucking dumb. I don't think he actually said that, but... He might have. How much farther do I have to fucking... shove? I don't think we're gonna get this done before I have to get ready. Also, I need to get food in me before I go to work, or I'm gonna die. Okay. So will me stopping here be enough? Okay, listen here, you sack of shit. Yeah, he's got a blueprint thing enabled that I have to fix. Where he cut it out. So, okay, this should be able... You should be able to draw amps while the brakes are off. In this. And... that's not possible here. So as long as there's any pressure in the cylinders, I cannot draw amps. So I can't stretch brake. A thing that is very much not what... Okay, where is my fucking stopping point? So fucking stingy about where I want to depart. Really, you want me to stop this close? Okay. My Tristan will come on Saturday on the same week as my debut. Okay. Alright. How close am I to being able to come to a fucking stop? Please. Is it just because it wants me to uncouple it now? Okay, that's all it wanted. But I thought it was going to be overly stingy about stopping distance, when it probably wasn't. In which case, I'm an idiot. Now I can see what the rest of the Big E looks like back when it was just the E. Operational error. Inhale my entire ass. Operational error. You know what? No. No. Fuck you. That should say plus 4,000 points. Coupler malfunction's not my fucking fault. Don't at me with this shit, Gary Dazzle. This whole thing of, oh, we're gonna nitpick every little point of every little thing you did. Do you fucking realize that if we did this little point system that TS does in real life, they would be executing engineers and conductors in mass graves? That's why we don't fucking do that. Case in point, I had to do a 180 turn with a chassis the other day. Corner of the chassis bumped the side of a well car. Operational error? Sure. Was it horrific? No, it fucking wasn't. Task unsuccess. Let me guess, it's gonna say failed because we... Now that it says task unsuccessful, I bet it's gonna say when we get to the end, mission unsuccessful. I bet that's what it's gonna do. The worst... That's the worst when couplers do that shit. Yeah, you know why it does that shit? Because of spongy coupler physics, which means whoever set up the couplers for those freight cars, which was either G-Trex or Michael Stefan. Can we just have... Okay, so, what we're going to do then, we're going to do this really fun part of the scenario. This is another step in the scenario. It's very important. It's called go back to the fucking menu. Operational error. I'll kill you. You scored 0. At least I have a job, asshole. What do you have? There was a good-sized train this time, 381, 345. Oh, so Oddball's down there full time. You sound like the guy who narrates the Scrub Daddy videos. Scrub Daddy. Don't know him. I'm reading the stuff about PCA now. The 3 to 5 in, 3 to 5 out. PCA car count, entire turns, nothing but covered operas and boxcars. I should clarify for those who are unsure with my voice fluctuates. I am a girl. I just... Look, okay. I'm a goth. I am a goth through and through. I have been pretty much my whole life. I just didn't have a chance to do it back then. And as such, like the traditional goth chick, I have a really deep voice. I've been in full goth attire before in public, and had people that have been like addressed me as like sir once, and I was like, I was what? The tits and dress aren't enough to like differentiate? Like at least 345 from CSX to B&E full time. Oh sure, sure that'll go well. Yeah, this is the TGV I was recommending for you, Kunai. Atlantic High Speed. This is the one. It's on Just Trains for like 37. Well, their prices are high on it, but whatever it goes on sale, it's like $27 or something. 37. I bought it a while ago, but that's a good one that I use. What we're gonna go do is load up all of these models and examine them really quickly before we do things. So I got to come up with a clever name, a clever place to run them. And I think it is. Is this my test scenario? Bernice versus Boat. I don't know if this will crash the game or not. I don't think it will. Uh, no. I know where we're gonna go to test this. I know where we're gonna go to test this. It's gonna be proper. Uh, wait, why is it not showing up? Hold on. Does it still think it's named the other way? Why does it say that there? That's not the name of it, you stupid fuck. Okay, hold on. New scenario. I hate this route so much. I think because CGV Rosso is not available on Steam anymore. That's because it was bad. Now, it's hard to find, but if you look up on the Dovetail live forums in the Train Sim Classic section a thread about the TGV release for that, there were a lot of bugs. And Dovetail kept saying, we're coming out with a patch, we're coming out with a patch. Literal years passed. That thread was being updated until like 2 years ago. To where people were going, where the fuck is the patch? This is unacceptable. It's one of the few times where Dovetail strung people along so fucking long that this product got pulled. The I think Reppo was actually the one who did the models, but it was a shitty TGV. So this Rosso is definitely better. But it does have a lot of safety systems, so it does require you to know your shit. But as long as you're capable of that, works fine. Okay, we're gonna spawn. I guess we'll spawn there. What are we gonna call this? Super wet one. Create. Okay, here we go. When we go to test this, you'll see the actual name of the route that I came up with, but I need to just spawn this garbage. There it goes. Okay, now we're gonna spawn in the things that aren't terrible. So fuck all this. Everything is a cold and dark running, and cold and dark, no driver. That's interesting. So we're gonna do Western Pacific, cold and dark. NYC, colon dark. We're going to do a BN in running mode. And a BNL colon dark. And then I have to give them all drivers. Clink. Clink. I have to make the noise or it doesn't work properly. Clink. And clink. Okay. So this should be a pretty quick thing. Just gonna hit play. Hit play. Please load the editor before I die. I would like to be able to go get food so that I don't pass out at work. Wait, I just realized in that screenshot, I forgot someone mentioned that screenshot has a mod in it. Those flares are from the those are searchlight flares. I forgot about that. Okay. Now we can look at all the different if they did different headlight configurations. So I feel like he fucking didn't, which would be really stupid if he didn't. Overall texturing, I think decent. I'm still seeing edgeware in places where there shouldn't be edgeware. It's acting like there's certain places that are being rubbed all over the place. I'm sorry. There's just a lot of like metal being worn off, like it's being rubbed against something here a lot where there shouldn't be. But not as much on this. Not so much on the outside. The outside looks fine. It's kind of like that there's weird edgeware like all over the cases and like handles I can understand, but there's like there was actually says SW1. Well, I'm not seeing much of it actually, so I'm seeing little like bits and pieces of it. But like it is Huh, okay, that's nice. Neat little bell lever. Okay. Very nicely animated handbrake. It's gonna do that text above my name thing. Okay. The difference between PB and W Railworks Central, which is close enough, yeah. Do the nickel trains 765 Nickel Plate Road? No. Not as you can see by the title of this stream, we're reviewing the SW1. I actually don't take requests for trains. Usually because some of the things that people recommend are either things I don't have or things I'm not interested in. Still wanting Dev to update the Birmingham Cross Sealants to the Class 323 doesn't sound like ass. I'm sad you not drive a steam train engine. Unfortunately, I mean, it's in my future. I just, I don't have a very consistent... Why is the light flickering like that in the pause menu? Like I have the Berkshire, which is... I don't think we have 765 in this. No, we don't. We have Pere Marquette, and we have a regular Berkshire, but we don't have 765 in this game, I don't believe. So, even if I wanted to, can't drive it. There's your BN scheme. Here's... This one seems a little weird. What happened here? Oh. I mean, the trucks actually look... See, these, I guess these are the trucks that Reppo said he was working on a while ago. Maybe it was DTM, I can't remember who. Maybe these are DTM's trucks, I don't know. Piano looks a little bit rougher, if I'm being honest. It is what it is. What do we got over here? Western Pacific with, let me guess, same headline arrange. Oh, we don't have specific headline arrangements. That's unfortunate. Did you hear about Thomas the Tank Engine coming to Transcript World 5? Indeed, I did. Yeah, the old ass Berkshire. I know, honey, but, you know, blame G-Trax. Yes, so here's my take on, even though it's not the point of the stream, about the Thomas thing, because I talked about this with my sweetheart. Like, there was a lot of kind of outrage or, like, you know, people not being happy with the Thomas announcement. Here's my take on it. I think Dovetail failed to understand that this whole, like, season of reveals thing, where you go each day like an advent calendar, usually the end of an advent calendar has the largest prize. So people were thinking, well, they must be saving something really big for the final announcement, not just another particular announcement, which is how Dovetail interpreted it. So when people were thinking this is what they hyped up for like all that time was Thomas, it's not really. It just so happened to be the last thing on their list. And it is a big deal for them because it's another partnership and allows more people to get. I think what people are worried is that. I think what people are worried about is that Train Sim World is going to become simplified and dumber from this point forward. It's mostly just going to be Thomas stuff. No. This is just another avenue for them to release a DLC. A little story-based DLC that I think is going to be kind of cute, honestly. And I'm kind of a little bit interested to see where they could go because we're simply put, they're writing scenarios for Train Sim World instead of writing instead of writing episodes for Big World, Big Adventure. I haven't even I need to remind myself that doesn't exist. Big World, Big Adventure doesn't exist. It can't hurt me. It's fake. It's not real. It's not real. I swear it's not real. But I think just there's a disconnect between the community and Dovetail, and that's why there is rage. And I can understand where some people were coming from about it. I just think that we'll have to wait and see. But I really just think it's going to be another DLC. I don't think they're going to dumb down it because it would go against exactly what Pedelson stands for. I'd kidnap. Hold Nick. What's the most unhinged shit I've seen in a while? Let me look at this. I'd kidnap Thomas, put him to work at the Worcester CSX Springfield Intermodal ramp. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's ever containers in the Thomas series. Well, no, there isn't. Well, they have Lincoln pin couplers over there, so. I mean, they've pulled a whole, like, 2 tracks with a Jeep 40-2 before, almost 3 tracks worth of shit before, and shoved it into our yard, so they can do it. But no 6.0, Thomas could probably pull 2 tracks worth of empty wells or spines. Things loaded, half a track of loaded double stacks, I'd say. I was about to say, teach him about AAR Knuckles. Oh yeah, my favorite. Yeah, my favorite thing, Sonic, AAR, and Knuckles. I have that one. It's on my fucking FRA Game Boy. Here's the Western Pineapple. It's covered in West dust. I'm so clever. And then there's the thing, the Bobama thing. I think I'm gonna call it quits on the stream in a minute because I have roughly 40 minutes before I need to leave for work if I want to make it through traffic. Rolex Kai Vietnam, welcome aboard. By the way, there's a train YouTuber called Yaoi who's also reviewed AP products. Interesting. Immediately after the difference between a truck and an actual car. Honey, no, please. I don't know. Sorry, I'm admiring my pretty nails that I did. I did it. I did such a good job. I need there to be a donation thing where people can like submit like well if I ever get partnered and there's a bits thing, I need the ability for people to send 10 bits and it says good girl on the stream. People don't realize what that does for me. No, Thomas would probably work better than any Jeep. Would work it better than any Jeep 40. Pulls something beyond his weight and give him AR. Yes, and yeah. There's also a joke to the Thomas dummies that go around the U.S. for apparently the British's own decapods as equal to an O6 to an Ursa Astra 060. All right, Trix, I'll see you either next stream or in my chat. Yeah, you'll as long as I can make it, I'll see you around, and if I don't, I'll see you for other stuff. And if I can, my little Discord server, Lonely Hearts, I'll put your stream in the community streams channel so people can go watch it. For those who are wondering, it's in the description. If you're on Twitch, it's not there, and I'll put it in the Twitch chat in a second. But if you're on Discord, sorry, if you're on YouTube, in the link of in the description of the stream is the link to the Discord. If you are on Twitch, there isn't one. I meant to link it a one, and I did because I'm stupid. So let me put it in the Twitch chat for those who are wondering and want to join a. Where the fuck did I put my? Is this my Discord? Why is it not working? Did I fuck up my Discord? Edit video. Did I fuck up my... Did I? Hang on. Did I fuck this up so that my Discord thing doesn't... Hold on. Just for this stream, I'm gonna put one in here that's temporary. So, this is only gonna be visible to those on Twitch, but the restream... I said hit and use copy button, and it's posted... I'm copying it. It's not doing it. Wait, hold on. Edit server settings. Invites. Invite code. Honey, can you send them the invite link for me, please? Because for some reason I can't do it with Stream Remote on. And I'll see you around your see you if you see you at the January show. If you don't stream between that, I might stream once, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I will definitely see you there. The handrails as you saw are fucked up on my Jivo, but I'm gonna bring it. I'm saving up money. Hopefully, I can find a set of spine cars for the show. Probably gonna go before the stream ends. Well, the stream's gonna end in a minute because I have about a half an hour before I want to do things, and I would like to get dressed, do my makeup, and go get food before I burst into flames. So, yeah, I'll edit the Discord in the once the thing goes over. So let me go find that furry named Not Telling followed you 36 minutes ago. Why did it not give me the audible notification? Buy new handrails too. Yeah. If I can find them for an Intermountain Jivo. Where's my outro music? Wait. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. Let me put this thing on the background. I have to mute it, but I have... I just have to listen to it really quick to remember where the outro part begins. Because I'm an idiot. Alright, guys. Anyways, this has been, Trixie. I'm gonna shut down TS real quick in a minute. Well, if I can get it off my fucking screen. I need to get it out of the way. Anyways, that's been it, guys, so I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. I go out and give this thing a buy or wait up for a sale. I think Reppo's starting to redeem himself a little bit. Bye.